My parents would always threaten us with El Cuco to keep us in line. El Cuco was always hungry for disobedient little kids who didn't do their homework, didn't want to finish their dinner, and especially didn't want to go to bed. But it seemed like my parents had a Cuco of their own they were deathly afraid of. Theirs wore a white coat and a stethoscope. My father was convinced that there was a conspiracy against him. He'd always say he didn't go to the doctor because the doctor was going to lie, telling me had a sickness he didn't have and give him drugs he didn't need. So it wasn't surprising that after decades of chronic cough, dizzy spells, chest aches, and immobilizing back pain, when he finally decided to face his monster, I had the unfortunate job of translating a laundry list of ailments: high cholesterol, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and 3 herniated discs. In fact, I remember translating bad news for everyone in the family, immediate and extended. The curse of being the firstborn and the first to learn English, forced to guess medical terminology at 9, 10 years old, to tell my grandpa he had diabetes, to tell my uncle his eyesight will never return, to tell my mother she has a heart condition so bad the doctor was amazed that she had kids and lived to tell it. And I developed insomnia because I would stay up every night to make sure my siblings were breathing in their sleep, because my mother believed that prayer had cured their asthma, and I was too afraid to admit that I doubted God, but the fear of losing my little best friends was scarier to me than the potential punishment for blasphemy. So I take him to every doctor appointment, a minor still myself, but I can never answer the questions about family history of diseases, because my father failed to tell me that he's lost most of his aunts and uncles to heart disease, and my mother never told me that anxiety and depression are passed down my family like treasured heirlooms no one ever talks about, but discover alone in the dark. She never prepared me for my first panic attack, but when it happened, I had a flashback to the night that I accidentally walked into her, clutching the air, gasping for breath, hyperventilating frantically. I remember thinking that she was going to die and how the fear in my face made her panic even more. I remember my father shooing me out the room and saying, "Ella loca y a veces se le va el aire," and never bringing it up again. So as adults, my siblings and I have taken it upon ourselves to finish raising our family. We have scheduled dinners every Sunday where we talk about the value of food, of unearthing and unpacking family secrets, diseases, and trauma. And through that, we are finally facing our cucos. And through that, we are slowly healing collectively.